Hey my dear Nightshade, it's Otti again. I'm sitting here at the Matrix in Bochum. Besides me is Claus from LEAETHER Strip. Hi first of all.
Hi.
Hi. I hope some people that watch know you, but others maybe don't know who you are. So my first question always is, how would you describe your music and what's it all about?
My music is very personal and it's all electronic, all keyboard synthesizers. I'm a total geek when it comes to that. I've always been interested in that since like '79, electronic music. And I always dreamt about releasing my music. So back in '88, I recorded a demo tape with my first album, and then it was signed on a German label, Music Research in Stockholm, and people liked it a lot. So I had really fast success. Sometimes I'm very aggressive in the music, or sometimes I can be very melancholic or even cheerful. So it's a little bit messy because I don't really go. I'm not a one-track pony, as you call it. It's more. I try to because I like all different kinds of music. So I always get inspired by anything from folk music to classical to metal. So I'm kind of hard to explain, but for me it's very personal, and it's all about me and my feelings.
And all those influences you listen to, for example, different styles of music.
Yeah. It's all. I try to really. I love music with the heart in it. So it can be anything really, as long as I can hear they really mean it. Then my ears are listening.
That's absolutely perfect, I think. And today is a special show because it's your Jubilee show.
Yeah.
35 years of
Yes.
Strip. And you played together with congratulations, first of all. That's important. And you play with XOTOX.
Yeah.
Who also does.
He's been a friend of mine for many, many years, and he asked me to play this gig because it was a dream of his. We played festivals together, but we never really played a club show together, and it was his dream that his 25th anniversary would be with me. So I say yes, of course.
So did you prepare on a special way for this evening? Did you do a special set list, for example?
Yeah, I'm playing stuff tonight I'm usually not playing that often. So they get a special show, and I have some new tracks on it too. So.
And for example, there will be some songs from every area, every year.
I have 35 years, and I've released a lot. Yeah. So it's always hard to do set lists because you can't satisfy everybody. So there's always some songs that mean more to people than maybe that doesn't really work live. Some of the songs for me, I like energy on stage. That's what feeds me. I like the energy from the fans and to create something special together with the fans, because I'm not a theatrical performer. It's all about energy. So most of my songs I play live are the more danceable or
up tempo.
Yeah.
I've seen some of your performances, and you really go bam bam bam, running around the stage, performing.
Oh yeah, I can't stand still. It's not planned. I'm not a performer. It's me they get really. I just want people to have fun. Really, that's my main goal. If they have fun, it's a success.
And the last time we saw you was last year on Metropolis, and you played on your own, alone on the stage.
Yeah.
Before you had your ex-partner, your beloved partner who died.
Kurt? Yeah, my husband. Yeah.
And maybe can you tell a little bit about him? It was a really hard time, I think, when you lost him.
He was sick for many years, and I ended up giving him a kidney because we were a match. He needed a kidney. He had kidney failure. Okay. It worked really well in the beginning, really well, but the medicine was too harsh on his body. So the kidney worked fine, but the medicine his immune system was just killed. So it was the COVID year 2020 was hell for me. Almost the whole year I was sitting in the hospital with him. So it was hell. It was especially for him. He was really suffering. So it was both a relief and a big sadness when he left. He needed to leave. It was too much for him. But then after 10 years of him being really sick, and it was really all about taking care of him, I kind of forgot myself. So when he was gone, just bam, and I couldn't play shows also, because my plan was when he died, because we knew he was going to die at some point, it was like touring, get out on the road and tour like crazy, work. But I couldn't, because it was COVID. So it was really, really bad. That year after he died was
It was a hard time.
it was.
And you shared
I really had to get to know myself again, because I kind of forgot myself. Really.
And you shared it on social media, and people felt with you.
I like to share it because it helps others. Really, that's why I'm very open with everything in my life on say, because I know from private messages and emails that it's helping people. And I have nothing to hide. I don't care what people think about me, really. They can think what they want to think, but if I can help one person with being open, why not? You know, it's easy.
Absolutely. And,
Yeah.
and you did it in another way, so you got a new laugh?
Yeah. I met John, and he was in a bit of the same situation, really. So I just went through hell with that, and then I could help him. So it was like it was arranged. It was really weird in the beginning, because he was like this towards me, like he was protecting himself, because he's been through hell with his ex-partner. He was an alcoholic, and we all know how bad that can be. But I was able to help him, he was able to help me, and he loves the scene. He never really were part of it and the music, but we share kind of the same background musically, what we loved in the 80s and the 90s. So, and he loves coming out to gigs too, so that's just perfect.
Here
So
tonight,
I'm really happy now. I'm really happy, and Kurt is with me every day, and I can just see him there smiling. He's happy now.
Yeah, I think so.
He knows I'm doing well again.
And then people can feel it, see it on your shows, that you are getting back, that your energy got back.
I've never really felt better on stage as I do now, because Kurt's illness was always in my head. Because I always had to, okay, is he okay? Like also when we did shows, I was always checking on him. It was always on my mind. No matter where we went, I had to make sure there's the bathrooms there, where do we get food and stuff like that. So it was very stressful, but you just do it. It's your partner. So. But when they're not there, then you really feel empty, because you forget about yourself. And then you have to get to know yourself again, and that takes a while.
And was this something, to come back to your music, that went into the new songs?
Yeah. That helped me a lot, writing new songs. The previous albums, Last Station, is a lot about my grief and what I went through the year after he died. The coming album is more positive, so it's you can kind of feel the evolution from myself feeling better slowly, and then after my John, you can also hear that on the music. It's more light and a more positive lyrics too. Yeah.
So first to the last album, it's from this year, so it's quite,
Last Station. The next one is already always ready.
I think the title, for example, it sounds somehow like it's inspired by the situation.
Because people thought it was, oh, is she stopping now? No. It means like, what now? What's coming now? Because this was in my head. Okay, now I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. This is it. It's the last station for me. Do I get off, or do I move on? So it's about choices and how you feel after losing your life partner, really. So
absolutely understand.
So new start. Do I stop now, or do I start again?
And that's something really cool about your music. It's always authentic. You always feel like it's your life. And
I'm more open in my songs than I am in real life, and I'm very open. So it's like I pick my brain. It's everything I have in here. So it's very personal, and that's also why it moves people a lot, because they can feel that the lyrics are just not bullshit. A lot of bands don't really focus on lyrics. It's just, oh, we need some lyrics, and then they write something down. For me, it's maybe even more important than the music. At least just as important.
I think so. And to people who just don't know you so good, we can explain, for example, you sing, for example, about sexual things and stuff being.
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes,
yeah. Well, I'm all for all kinds of sexuality. We have one life, live it. Come on, and don't judge others. Live your own life. You know, it's not your business to judge other people, as long as it's legal.
I think legal should be, but
yeah, of course. But you know, why I never understood this. Why is it other people's problem who I fall in love with or have sex with or whatever? It's none of their fucking business. You know, why waste your anger on this? There's so much to be angry about. Why did I never understood that? But after doing this so many years, I've become kind of a spokesperson for the gay community in this scene. So, and that feels good. That somebody can say, just today, there's a musician, so, you made me feel, he's also gay, and you made me feel not alone. Because I felt really alone in Los Angeles where I was playing this music. And everybody was straight. He was the only gay. So I'm not sure you were the only gay.
The others just don't show.
No, yeah. So that means a lot to me, that he felt he was listening to my stuff when he was young, and he didn't feel alone because I'm so open about it.
But I think it's still a problem with, for example, being open with homosexuality in public or something, with people attacking homosexual stuff.
Yeah, still, I don't get it. Still, especially, like, give you an example in Poland. I have a lot of fans in Poland, Russia, the old Eastern Bloc. I have a lot of fans there. I never play there. The promoters don't want to book me because I'm gay. Yeah. Plain and simple. Even in Poland. I played 2 festivals in Poland, Castle Party and one in Krakow, and they were both run by gay people, so they booked me. But otherwise, no chance.
And in Russia today you would be terrorist. No.
Yeah, but I played Russia before all this shit, and it was one of the best shows I've played in many, many years. I have a lot of fans in Moscow, and there's a big gay community there, and they just have to hide it more than we do here. They can't go public in the streets, but they have lots of clubs and stuff like that. So, but outside Moscow, it's dangerous. It's really, you could lose your life very easily. If you're open about it. It's so stupid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But to come to a good conclusion of it, I know you love you talked about it, 80s musicians, for example,
I'm totally 80s.
That some of them are gay also. For example, and Mark Almond, Soft Cell, I think you're a big fan.
But like in the 80s, it was okay to be weird. Like all the chart music back in the 80s, they were weirdos, all of them. So that back then it was okay. You know, the weirder the better. That's what I loved about the 80s, because everything was dark. You know, we had the Cold War and all that. So people just want to freak out, because then that's a natural. When things are bad, unemployment and all that, people want to party. Mm-hmm. So I think that's one of because there was so much life in the 80s, I think. And it was okay to be weird. All the punks and back then the goth scene was huge. Yeah, you saw all the gruftis with the hair up to here, everywhere in Germany. So that was
the Blitzkids, for example.
Yeah, that was fun. That was so much fun. But it's still there, but we're getting older now.
Yeah. So do you think people get more conservative nowadays?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So step back maybe?
Back in when I was taking what we could, we were always holding hands, nobody cared. Like when I walked with John to the city where we live, and people will honk their cars and shout out the window. So it's going the wrong way, for sure. And look in the streets. How many times do you see especially two guys holding hands in the streets? Back in the 80s and the 90s, you saw it all the time. Now, no, you don't see it. And I catch myself if for instance, we're going somewhere and John has to go this way and I have to go that way, and so I'll see you later, bye, love you, and give him a little kiss. I have to catch myself thinking about who's around before I do it. And that's not fair. That's not a way to live your life. So it's going the wrong way, sadly.
But to come back to the 80s music,
yeah,
you love to cover a lot or to remix, cover, do your own.
Yeah. And I've always done that. I've always, even before Leather Strip, I covered a lot to learn, because I taught myself to play keyboards and synthesizers. Nobody taught me that. So I learned it myself, and the way I learned it was by doing covers. So that's why I love doing covers, and I still do. And they were never meant to be released. It was just me having fun and my hobby. Because when I work alone, on my own songs, sometimes I need some distraction to get inspired again. And covers helps me with that, and I learn new stuff all the time. I love learning and becoming better at it. So, but then the demand from labels, that they heard the covers and they wanted to release them. So that's why the covers are getting released. And especially the Skinny Puppy tribute covers was a huge success, really. And the Depeche Mode ones also, but the Skinny Puppy ones were sold like crazy, like 10 times as much as my own stuff sells, because they have a big fan base. And people are like, Skinny Puppy fans are really, they'll hate you for covering their favorite band. But no. They loved it because because I did it the right way.
Yeah. And the thing is, others don't trauen sich nicht. They are afraid to do it.
I don't
doing some
care.
covers and
I don't
do it,
like
and
when I
people
did
are happy.
One time I did a Coil cover version, and they hated me totally. Coil fans are even worse,
Okay.
So it's all about, if you do it with love and try to stay true to, not copy the original, but stay true to the original. What I did with Skinny Puppy, for instance, was what Skinny Puppy did when they went into the studio, they went in and then recorded it, the music, and then Otti came in, did the vocals, and then they all came back and they totally destroyed it. Like took drugs and then put in, you can hear it in the music, they totally, what I did was take away all the drugs and try to find the structure in the song and push that up instead of, because they're punks, so that's why it was destroyed. Yeah.
So I think Skinny Puppy you met in the past for sure.
Yeah. I sent all the covers. That's what I do always. I always contact the artists if they're alive. Is it okay? Please, if you have a few minutes, could you listen to it? And I sent all the tracks to Skinny Puppy, to Ogre and Kevin, and they loved it. So when they went thumbs up for it. So if they had said we hate it, I wouldn't have released them, for sure. But most of the artists don't even bother answering. They don't give a shit, really.
Normally, I think most of the artists are happy when they get covered. So
I don't know. Most of them don't answer, but they did. Oh, well, Kevin asked for it first, because I was writing on Facebook that I was doing this album. So, you need to send it to me. Of course.
Do you know any covers of your music? Someone who covered you?
Oh yeah, many times. There's like few tribute CDs too. Several bands. I love that. It's a big honor. Like somebody would do that. For me, that's an honor if people cover my song. And most people are very nice. They ask first, and that's cool. And anybody's welcome to do a cover. Just send it to me. I want to hear it.
And what has been the weirdest cover you know about? Something like totally different music style or something?
Yeah, there was one guy who did an acoustic cover of Japanese Bodies with the acoustic guitar. I forgot his name. It wasn't released. He just did it on acoustic guitar. That was really special to hear that.
That's cool. Yeah.
But there's some really weird ones out there where you can't even hear it's one of my songs. But that's cool. You know, they rearranged it, even though you're not supposed to do that. But it's not legal to. If you do cover, you have to stay true to the composition of the song. But I don't care. They can do it whatever.
Yeah, that's something some people don't know. Everybody is allowed to cover, but you have to stay true, as you say.
Yeah.
You can't change the music or.
You can't change lyrics. You can't change the notes. You can. If it's kept in the same range, you can change it, but you have to. It has to be that melody. You can like take it down a notch if you can't sing that high, or yeah, you can do that. But and it's easier today because the labels can't afford lawyers anymore.
Yeah.
So they don't. Back in the 90s, 80s, they would have a full team of lawyers just looking for bootlegs and finding whoever did it.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem anymore.
And I think it depends on being on a major label, for example.
Yeah.
They still are aware of it.
That's also
the underground labels. They are happy because the original music is
Yeah.
promoted this way as well.
Yeah, because they make money on it. If it's done legally, they make money on
Yeah.
it. So that's why I also I can't afford doing the vinyl and stuff like that. So that's why for the covers, that's why Cleopatra Records in America are doing the cover albums, because then the fans can get it CD, vinyl. Also, I wouldn't be able to do that. Plus, they pay they make sure everybody gets the money, so I don't have to worry about that. Everything's 100% legal.
And to explain, covering is, for example, not remixing. Remixing is something.
Yeah, because some people mistake that. Covering is if I take a song and make a version of it with my vocals, my music on it. Remixing is when I get, for instance, I get a vocal from a track and create something new with the tracks they sent me. That's a remix.
And that's something you would like to do as well?
Oh yeah. It's part of my business. Yeah, producing, remixing, mastering. Yeah. So yeah, it's the money I make on that is put into the studio. So
you get paid for remixing, for example?
Yeah. Yeah, because what they get if they order a remix from me, I can do it really quickly, at least a week or so, and then I will help promote it. So they have a reach about 50, 60,000 online. So I will tell people that I remixed this track, check it out, so they will get exposure too. And I don't charge more than an ad in Sideline, really, or in Sonic Seducer. That's my fee. So, and I think you reach more people that way.
Probably nowadays, yes.
Yeah, and I tell them, send it out to the DJs, put it on the DJ lists.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but it's a cool way. I think you have to find ways to earn money nowadays because record sales.
Well, I live from it. Yeah, record sales are shit. Yeah. So what I live from is that and the shows. But I will always keep doing CDs. I don't like digital downloads. I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not. It's too unpersonal. I need something in my hand. I'm old school like that.
Yeah,
vinyl or CD,
I like,
or cassette even.
I like both. I like CDs, for example. I like the vinyl, but mostly CDs because I come from the 90s and it was my medium I grew into. But
everybody's gonna hate me. It sounds better. You know, it's all music in the 90s too were made on digital equipment. So if you put it on vinyl, it will sound different than on a CD. And the original sound is actually what's on the CD. Some people would of course like the vinyl better because it has a more rounder sound. So I'm not a geek, so a good song is a good song no matter where it's on.
I think vinyl, for example, the cover for and the booklets are big, and you can watch and feel it's
that's
cool.
also stuff I really like to do is artwork. And doing a CD is okay, but doing a vinyl artwork is much more fun. I remember back in the early days, I was doing it with my father. He was a graphic artist, And it was like scissors and tape and photography. It was done the old school way.
Cool.
So, yeah.
But I remember it was like this back then. You didn't have a PC
no computers,
with Photoshop and
it was all done by scissors and pens and that scratchy thing with the letters. What's it called? Letraset? Yeah.
She learned on it, I think.
Yeah. So that was really creative, I think. It's a different way on a computer, but because you can do everything really fast. But cutting out, like I remember doing Japanese bodies and pleasure of penetration, and sitting there, I found the photo of that fly and the Japanese. It was like cut out in cardboard, put together like in layers, and then he had like a big machine that took a photograph of it. So that was fun.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I miss though. When I see these covers, my father just pops in my head. Yeah. He was a nice guy. He really helped me. He was also a musician in his young days, but my mom told him, "You get a job, normal job. Too many girls in this." Back then, it was even more crazy.
So what kind of music did you do?
My dad? Yeah, he did. They had a cover band called the Sparks. Yeah, Sparks stole their name. And they played like big parties, and they played in the fairgrounds. And they played like rock and roll, old school rock and roll back in the late 50s and 60s, and swing, Glenn Miller, stuff like that. My dad could play 5 instruments and sing. Yeah, he was really talented, but I never saw him play. I have an old 78 where he plays Blue Moon on a trumpet with his band. That's very precious for me. He was I miss him. He was, and he didn't really support me in that way, the music. He just let me do it. He was not like you have to do it this way. He knew when I was 14, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So I took a short education, and then after that, I just started at the Strip, and
But did you like the music?
Yeah, he did. He was very proud. He was not very good at saying it, but that's that generation area. But he was proud.
Great. So, and to come slowly to an end, but we should talk about the coming album.
Yeah.
So, first of all, you mentioned it's more bright, more inspired by
the people who like me singing normal will like this album a lot. There's a couple of harsher tracks, but most of it is more melodic and very 80s. Some of them are extremely 80s songs. And the album's called, you're the first one to do, Fucking Perfect. That's a good title, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Fucking Perfect. So it's already printed, but we have a new project out right now, so I'm just trying to, so everything just doesn't come in one big pile. So hopefully early spring. But it's already, and there will be an anal cabaret too, like tribute to Soft Cell, a full album this time, with even more songs and covers from Soft Cell.
Only Soft Cell or Mark Almond?
Only Soft Cell, yeah.
So, because I asked, we are a big Mark Almond fan as well. And
yeah, so that will come together with the new album, so people can buy it together, yeah.
So we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
And for your plans otherwise for next year, I think you're touring a lot now again.
It's crazy. Next year is going to be the most busy year in my career. And that's pretty good after 35 years. America is really booming at the moment. This year too, I've been over there 4 times doing shows, doing a West Coast tour and one-off shows here and there. And I think 13 shows in November just in America. No, not in November, January. So after New Year's, we go on vacation, John and I, in Gran Canaria for Christmas, and then it's back to work. So yeah, next year's going to be very busy.
But this is something interesting. So, for example, US, is it hard to get over there nowadays as a musician? Get your stuff over, or is it?
But The European bands have to just know if they go over there, get a visa, and then it works for a year. Maybe jump on a tour with another band, like an American band who goes on tour. Contact them, say you want to go, and if you're a new band, you shouldn't expect to get paid. Really, it's more going to be an experience, a learning experience. I've been known over there for many years. I broke through over there like almost the same time as in Europe, and all the college radio stations played me over there. So a lot of people grew up on my music there. So that's why I'm able to get these many shows. But it's not hard. Just look where the party's at, look where other bands are playing, and go into the Facebook page and see who's organizing, and then ask them, are you interested? That's what I did back in when I started to play over there.
And I think it's really good to be over there for young bands, for example, from Europe, to get some more.
Yeah, over there you can still, over in America you can still tour on weekdays. In Europe it's almost impossible. Okay. You see even the bigger bands just playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's it. Then they have to wait, and that's very expensive if you come from another country. So I haven't done a proper European tour, like where you play for a month, like everywhere, since the 90s, because it's the clubs don't want to do weekday shows.
And to come to an end finally now, we're going straight to Christmas. Mm-hmm. I think we celebrate Christmas somewhere.
Yeah, in Gran Canaria. We go to Gran Canaria. Yeah.
And to have a question about it, what has been the coolest or weirdest Christmas present you got in your life?
That's a hard question. The weirdest.
Or the coolest?
Well, the coolest one was, that was a trip to New York. That was the coolest one. Kurt gave me that. That was before I started playing over there. My first American show was in 2009. So it was about 2003. We went to New York, people up in there. The weirdest, I don't know. I don't know if you have that game in Germany where you have a lot of puzzles. Everybody brings 2 puzzles, and you roll the dice, and if it one's in a 6, you can pick a gift.
We have done it a little bit on our own.
Yeah.
At home, yes.
And that's only weird gifts. So you buy all sorts of weird stuff.
This is like a little bit like Wichteln.
Yeah.
You know Wichteln?
No, I don't know.
In Germany you have Wichteln, for example, in companies or in school classes or something.
Yeah.
Or in bands you can do it.
Yeah.
And everyone picks another, you get at random. So. Yeah. And you have to buy this one gift, and sometimes you even don't know the person very well.
That's Secret Santa, right? It's called Secret. I think Secret Santa.
We call
this one when there's no gifts left on the table, for 5 minutes, you play again, and then if you get a 6, you can steal from the others. So sometimes somebody is sitting with every gifts.
But it's all weird, so funny.
Yeah. That's really that's all. We bought a few. Here yesterday at the shopping center, some weird stuff.
It's cool. Good. We do it on New Year's Eve, maybe. So, okay, this was a really nice talk.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
so much, and Merry Christmas out there.
Yeah, thank you. Bye, people.
Happy New Year.